All right, well, here is part 2 of the 2 videos that I said I was going to do. So here are the other 2 knives that I got. Kershaw and Bear. Not one that I don't have any made by this company. Bear Ops. I know Fleet Farm sells them. I've actually been thinking about buying a couple of the models that I've seen there. But these knives look a lot alike. Very, very tiny differences overall, but the handle itself is generally the same shape. The only difference is the lanyard loop is a little different location, but the cut-in is almost the same. So similar color finish, not super smooth. We'll do the Bear Ops first. Deep carry, reversible. It's got the can never remember what these are called. I don't know why my brain. It's not a liner lock, my word. One second. Yeah, they both have that same type of mechanism. So it's called a crossbar lock. My brain was failing me. It is earlier in the morning and I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, so I'll use that as an excuse. I think there's a patent for it out there. It's called the Axis Lock too as well, but it's one of my favorite types. I have what brand is that? I have a Civivi knife upstairs that has the smart lock or whatever it's called, similar to the Shark Lock or whatever, where you pull back a spring-loaded mechanism and it releases it. So similar idea, but I like using the index finger instead of having to use a thumb or index and thumb. But oh yeah, overall fit and finish of this one, just before I even open it, looks really nice. I wish the clip wasn't shiny, because everything else besides the blade is kind of a matte finish. But that's minor. Thumb stud. Can't open it on the reverse with my middle finger. Pretty smooth. It's got a little hang up, but there you go. Can open it with the Axis Lock as well, crossbar, whatever you want to call it. Almost a mirror-like finish on the blade, so it shows there's still a little bit of oil from this. The guy never even used it. Kind of has a drop point Tonto-esque compound grind going on. You can see a line right there. It's not as pronounced as a normal Tonto. But I like the shape a lot. Very comfortable. This kind of has a weird, it's the only thing I don't like, is it bows out right there for the screws a little too much. So when I grip it, it feels me. Plus this, I don't know, this is a little too high. But nothing serious. Definitely still a good knife. Very smooth. Yeah, you can open it just by that gravity. Come on, shut. Yeah, it has the spring has some resistance about 2/3 of the way down. So yeah. In order for you to shut it with the Axis Lock, you have to put a little bit of muscle into it. Not much. Not dangerous though. It's not like you're going to throw it out of your hand. Oh, the back spacers. Once again, I mentioned with that the buck knife, the color, the royal blue with the gunmetal gray and black. Awesome colors. The blade. Here's the model, 14C28N. It's kind of an interesting alloy. I don't know much about that steel itself, but I think these knives are about 50 bucks. I didn't pay for the knife itself outright, so I don't know. But they did a good job on deburring things. There's a little bit of a little catch right here, but it's not a big deal. So, but yeah, overall, I really like this one. The model number, I think, is I'm guessing it's just the MC1000 LGS. So, but yeah, smooth, nice finish. The Kershaw, not. I don't consider them a deep carry unless they go to the end of the butt of the knife. It is reversible. That's a plus. Like the coloring, it's got black, gunmetal gray with a burnt orange, which is another cool. So has a metallic hue to it, just like the blue. Same locking mechanism. Smooth opening, drop point. Similar finish to the knife. It's a flat grind, but almost kind of has. Yeah, it is a flat grind with the false edge in the back. Second. So, yeah, so it's got a drop point. I didn't go do a cutting test with the Bear Ops. I'll do that before the video is over. But pretty thin stock. It makes it look a lot thinner with that bevel on the spine. I think they just did that for aesthetics and just to reduce some weight, because I've never seen that before. At least not on any of my knives. Gotta pause the video. This cat was released from the bathroom. So, okay. But, so the locking mechanism, pretty smooth on this one. This one's a little easier to open on the reverse than the Bear Ops. See if I can open it with, whoops, pushed a little too hard. See if this one shuts. So the Kershaw does close with gravity and opens with gravity, so that's nice. You would hope so, because I'm pretty sure this one costs more. I'm assuming. Like I said, I didn't look up the prices of these. This one is D2 steel, model 2038. It's got a cool emblem on the side of it. See stinking made in China printed on there, but I don't know what that is. Kind of looks like the Star Wars symbol. But yeah, no, the jimping's in a different location. It's actually on the blade, but it's kind of useless. It's only 3 and they're rounded over, so I really doesn't feel like I get any texture added or any grip added to it. But it's a folding knife. I don't really care so much about that. At this point, that tiny little jimping is really only for the looks, in my opinion. Doesn't serve any purpose. But so I'm going to do a cutting test for the 2 of them. Yeah, this one's a lot harder to open on the reverse. I'm noticing that now. Yeah, that's the problem with the more mirror-like finishes, is that it shows oils and greases a lot more. So here's the first one, Bear Ops. It's not incredible, but it's not horrible either. Yeah, definitely needs some refining, that's for sure. There's that one, and then The Kershaw. For Pete's sake, quit grabbing it. Yeah, they both, pretty much all the knives that I've done recently. Yeah, that one, it's got some sections of the blade that just do not want to grab very well. It cuts, but it's not awesome. So, alright, well that concludes the reaction review of the other two knives. Almost had it do a double opening, but all right. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay sharp.